What's up YouTube? This is Shabazz, and I'm back with another CBD hemp flower review. What's up to all my connoisseurs? Hope you're staying healthy, hope you're staying safe. Today, we have a new vendor to the channel. I've heard about them a couple times. They're the biggest company out there, but they're not unknown. And I do believe that they're a California company, so that's cool. I'm talking about Revel Valley. Now today from Revel Valley, I have a full spectrum CBD cart. That's dope. There is THC in this. It is hopefully going to be like smoking flower and not just like the CBD isolate carts that most companies sell. And I also have an eighth of their flower. Strain is Tangy. All right, so just to start off, unfortunately, there's no letter to law enforcement in this package. That's mandatory, maybe something to fix, Revel Valley. But let's get into this cart first. Now, as I said, almost all of the CBD cartridges, vape cartridges that I've tried are all made with isolate, meaning that they have 0 to very little THC in them, which is not cool because CBD does need that little bit of THC as a catalyst so that you can really get the full effects of it. And this one right here, which is 0.5 milliliter, mango skunk is the flavor, 200 milligrams of CBD, that's great, 30 milligrams of CBN, wow, 1.4 milligrams of THC, that's perfect. That's a perfect amount of THC, especially with all that CBD. 49 milligrams of CBC, 17 milligrams of CBG. So this sounds awesome. This sounds like this might be a new favorite product right here. The packaging is nothing fancy, whatever. Slides right out. Here goes the cart right here. Has that little rubber stopper on there. And this is, of course, a 510 cartridge. Goes on any of these little 510 vape batteries. You already know. Bam. All right, mango skunk. They didn't overdo it with the terpene. It tastes like flower. It doesn't taste like sweet candy like a lot of terpene rich carts are. You get the slight hint of terps in there. I do get that sweet little hint of fruitiness, but this really just tastes like flower, and it tastes like skunky flower. Of course, this is vapor, so it's perfectly smooth, no harshness at all. I'll tell you, I'm impressed by that flavor. It is not overly done. It still tastes natural. It still tastes like plant matter with just the tiniest hint of fruitiness on the end. Can't wait to see what kind of effects this has. And of course, you know, vaping is always going to be healthier than combusting flower. So if you can't smoke or you're just worried about health effects or trying to stay as healthy as possible, vape carts like these, also dry herb vaporizers, are a great option out there that allows you to get the cannabinoids in without actually combusting and inhaling smoke. All right, I took a few good puffs from this. I'm really interested in seeing what kind of effects it has. So I'm gonna take a little break and really let it kick in and analyze what this feels like. And I'll come back and let you know.
11 minutes later.
All right, I'm back. Now, I chilled for the whole duration of the effects. I actually went and played a little bit of Plunder and Warzone. Let me just tell you, the effects that I got from this CBD cartridge, that's all I'm asking for in a CBD cartridge. It felt like I smoked a few bowls of some good flower. It wasn't overwhelming, but you could definitely feel it. It didn't get me all stoned and dumb feeling like Delta 8, and it didn't leave me feeling with so much to be desired like a lot of the carts out here that are made with CBD isolate. This replicates the effects of smoking flower almost 100%, obviously in a convenient and smell-free, healthier version. I felt super hungry. I got the munchies really bad. The effects I got from this were, I want to say, a hybrid effect. I didn't feel super energetic or motivated, but I also didn't feel drowsy or sedated at all. I just kind of felt like a good hybrid feeling, like I smoked a couple bowls or a joint or a blunt of some good hybrid flower. So I'm definitely gonna give this the Shabazz seal of approval. I really like this. And this is definitely my new favorite CBD vape product. All right, let's get into this flower. Now this is Tangy. I did try Tangy before from CBD Hemp Direct. It was pretty good strain, pretty good effects, nice sativa dominant hybrid effects. Now on the website it says that this is indoor. I highly doubt that, but let's look at the test results. Total THC, 0.51%. So that's a good mid-range amount of total THC, enough to get the job done. 11.19% CBD. So not a screaming high amount of CBD, but as we've seen here on the channel lately, that doesn't always mean a lot. So here goes a flower, simple packaging. They don't brand their packaging or anything, just plain Mylar bag. No smell. I don't think this is indoor. There must have been a mistake on their end when they updated their website or something. It's also not priced like indoor. This is priced really good. I really think the pricing structure on this is good, but this is not, I mean, yeah, I bet my bottom dollar this isn't indoor. It smells pretty decent. It has a good kind of light, airy, citrusy, fruity smell to it. A little bit like sour space candy, but this definitely does smell kind of like that Tangy that I had from CBD Hemp Direct. It has that citrusy, orangey, mandarin-y smell to it. Let's get it out onto a tray. All right, so taking a close look, definitely isn't indoor. This is outdoor flower for sure. I haven't found any signs of seed, so if it is seeded, it's not heavily seeded. The trim looks good. It might be a little bit dry, but not too bad. Overall, it looks like decent outdoor flower. And for the price, this makes sense. Check that out. This is just, this is just some good classic sun-grown outdoor flower. There's nothing special about it, but there's nothing bad about it either. All right, so far Revel Valley impressed me with their CBD cartridge. So I'm anxious to see what their flower is like. So let me break this down, load it up into the bowl, and while I do that, I'm gonna put a high resolution image here. All right, so breaking that down, release this super pungent kind of cat pee smell. And combined with that fruity smell, it smells exactly like as if a cat just walked up and pissed on like a bag of oranges or mandarin oranges or something. Exactly. Let's get into it. Okay, unfortunately, it doesn't really taste as good as it smells. Like I always say, my real smokers know, it has that potent layer of film that it kind of left on the back of my throat. A little bit harsh, not too bad though. Once again, a little bit harsh, just kind of a neutral, mild taste to it. I do wish that it had that fruity, citrusy, terpene taste that it has in the smell. It's definitely a little bit harsh, and I'm gonna go ahead and say that's probably because the flower is a little bit dry. I think if it was a little bit more reinvigorated, it would be easier to smoke. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 6.5 to a 7 on the smoothness scale. All right, one last hit. All right, that last hit did get pretty harsh. So as it burned down through the bowl and really dried out, it got really harsh. So Revel Valley, first you might want to check on the listing. Is it outdoor, greenhouse, indoor? Make sure you clarify and correct that. And also check on the moisture content, the humidity level of your storage of your buds. I'm expecting a sativa dominant hybrid effect, but who knows? So let me kick back for a little while. I'll come back and let you know how I feel.
A few minutes later.
All right, so the effects that I got and I'm still getting from this Tangy is definitely a hybrid effect. And I'm not even gonna say sativa dominant. I'm gonna say this is like 50-50 hybrid effect because I am getting the slightest amount of pressure in my torso. And I am feeling kind of couch locky, but I'm not feeling super drowsy or sedated or sleepy or anything. I'm still a little bit energized and motivated, but I definitely do feel it in my body. My eyelids feel heavy. I feel pressure behind my eyes. I feel that pushback on my chest. So definitely some heavy hybrid effects. I don't know why, but I feel like this would probably be a really good strain to smoke if you're like at the beach or something. It's heavy enough that you're gonna feel it, but not super heavy that it's gonna kill your time or your mood of what you're doing. My only issue with it was that it was so harsh to get down. So I think that if that little issue was fixed, this would be some really good flower for a very reasonable price. Well, Revel Valley, you really impressed me with this cart. Flower was decent too, but this cart right here is a shining star. I love the effects of this. I'm gonna keep this handy for sure. And I may just check out some more stuff from Revel Valley in the future. Before you click away from the video, make sure you go down in the description, check out the link for the merch, where you can find shirts like the one I'm wearing today and many other hemp and cannabis related designs. Remember, everything comes in hoodies for that cold weather. Check that out, support the channel. Also check me out on Instagram, which is here down in the description. Hit like if you liked the video, hit me up down in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications so you can see when I upload new content. I appreciate each and every one of y'all so much. And I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day or night. Please stay tuned for the next video. Peace.
Give me one roach. Give me one roach, the whip for the $3.
Give you a roach?
One roach.
And you gonna give me a free coin?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on.
Okay. And cut?
Yeah.
Everything.
Yep, everything.
No chili.
Yeah, I want chili a lot.
Okay.
And again, I got a free coin for the wood.
That's good.
Yep, for
Yeah,
sure.
the Lecho Prime.
For sure.